What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. Happy Friday. It is Friday, March 3rd, and I hope you all are doing well wherever you're at in the world at the time you find this reaction. Welcome back. So, why are we here? Because I definitely said I was canceling this reaction, and I did cancel the reaction. But I decided why not. My reasons for canceling the Spy Classroom reactions were, again, revolved around poor community engagement, lack of viewership, a lack of really anything when it came to this series, and a constantly dwindling rating. Now, we know there was another show that actually had an equally dwindling rating, but it is actually considered one of the most popular shows of its type, both in Japan and in the West, and that show was Rent-A-Girlfriend, in which I happily continued to react to that show despite how awful its rating was and the fact of how awful the entirety of the story really is, even though it had a pretty decent ending. But that's a very different situation. That show has a very high fan base. Japan actually really loves the show despite how awful it is, and the community is absolutely engaged due to the dynamics of the characters that are present. Well, obviously, Spy Classroom is a very different type of show, and it does not follow that premise whatsoever. But, many people were off-put by the decisions of episode 2 for this show, where they decided to skip all of the training aspects that we are now seeing with the File episodes, and we jumped straight to the impossible mission with Klaus and the girls without having really any true ability to build, which automatically cancels out a show like this. Since then, despite the fact that the individual girls' File arcs have been decent, most people are not able to get back on board with the show because of the fact that we've already done what's considered the maximum, the highest part of the show, the big mission, the big do or die, and we just don't really know where we're going anymore. And I did agree, even though I've still enjoyed the individual aspects of the show. So because of the fact that the last episode I did many weeks ago did have good engagement, actually, and many people actually did respond in some of the forums I'm in, I did decide that I would eventually get back to doing the reactions, but I haven't really had an opportunity. Again, shortly after, I got caught up in other work-related stuff. I took a trip to Japan and had a wonderful time there, and just now I've decided, why not? It was something that I was committed to reacting to, and even though the rating of the show is still awful, as you can see on the screen, it's at a 6.31, which means it dropped another point, 30 while I was last with you all. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it done, and we'll see where it goes from here. So this is the episode 6 reaction. This will be a 3-part series. Now I may combine the video together, or I may separate all 3 videos. If I do separate all 3 videos, then just make sure to watch them in order. This will be the episode 6 reaction to Spy Classroom, and the title of this episode is File Pandemonium Sybilla. So, to my knowledge of remembrance, in the last episode, which was Lamplight Days, Lamplight Days. The girls obviously did continue down their quest of trying to capture him, which was their mission that they were given prior to the impossible mission. And we did get to see a situation of Lily being set up to try to seduce Klaus, and I'm not going to lie, she was absolutely stunning, but that definitely wasn't the role for her. And we did continue to see bonding moments between the girls with cooking, not realizing that Klaus knew everything that they were doing, and then we did get to see some reflection at the end of the episode with the fact that Klaus, even though he was obviously happy to see the girls gaining a bond with each other and them trying to gain a bond with him, especially since they learned his age, he, of course, was very non-respondent and kind of just off-put when it came to remembering what happened to his own family, Inferno. So, and again, remember that these events of him thinking this happened before the events of episode 3, since of course episode 3 decided to blow the entire mission sky high. So, my opinion of the entire series is basically what I just said at the start of the video. I had a lot of high hope for this series. I wanted to have a deep emotional bond to the girls. Unfortunately, it may not be really possible to gain that in the context of a consistent story, but I've decided to try to look at the positives of it, and even if the show ends up failing at the end, I try to look at what good I can take from the show. So, that's pretty much where I'm at with this. For those of you that are caught up by the time you watch this, I hope that you guys have taken some level of enjoyment for what it's worth from this. It looks like we are going to have another file now, which is going to be on Sybilla. I look forward to seeing where we go with this. So, I'm not going to talk too much more. I'm going to go ahead and get this episode pulled up and be a split second for you guys, and we'll get this started. All right, guys, I'm back. Unfortunately, and it seems to just be in line with everything just going wrong with the reactions to these shows, even when I was reacting to it. The video stopped recording midway through the reaction, so this will actually be post thoughts to episode 6. So again, episode 6, the title of the episode was File Pandemonium, Sybilla, and what I had said before I realized it wasn't recording was I liked the episode. As a standalone episode, I think that the story of Sybilla was fine. Obviously, I have a soft spot when it comes to kids, and especially when they are being abused, and so I think that what Sybilla has become a spy for and what her ultimate goal is admirable. Now, if she was joining Spydom to be able to pay for a better life for her and her siblings, family members, I don't think this is really the greatest profession to be in, because life can come to an end very quickly if that's the case. But it is a very respectable thing that she is doing, and making sure that she's able to help the children. Again, this brings us, back to a certain character in a certain spy show called Spy X Family, and what Lloyd is doing this for, because that's what he's doing this for. He saw a lot of bad things in war, and he wants to make sure that he can make a future where children can smile and be safe, and they don't have to worry about governments doing the things that they're doing to each other. So I think that it is a very respectable thing. I really like, what her ultimate goal is. And, I did like the antics of this episode, from everything at the beginning with them kind of using Lily for everything to, of course, Lily, Lily getting back at Sybilla at the end of it with the whole lunchbox thing. I did like the interactions between Klaus and Sybilla, and the whole darling thing was absolutely hilarious. Fine, I really did like Fine, and I feel for her and the other kids who got caught in that ring of with thieves who were using orphan kids to do bad bidding, and to use that and to use, well, I feed you and I clothe you and this and that. Yeah, and you also put your hands on these children pretty much 24/7, as we saw, because she obviously had marks that weren't just caused from when Sybilla grabbed her and dealt with her when she was trying to get the document from him. So this was a good episode, and it just continues to be unfortunate because this was a good episode in a show that is already kind of capped. So all of this just seems to be accessory episodes, and this episode was no different. But for standalone, I told you guys I'm going to try to look at the positive of everything, and the positive of this was not a bad episode. It was good. I liked Sybilla, and I'll just look forward to seeing where we go from this point. So yeah, no reaction. So the next one, if the phone actually decides to record, and I'm going to tell you guys now, if I have another failed reaction, I'm going to have to look into this, because this is going to actually be my third affected reaction in the last week. Something's very wrong with the device I primarily use, and I don't know what's going on. But hopefully that won't be the case, and you'll actually get to see a full reaction. So I'll catch you guys in just a moment. Now, if I do choose to separate all the videos, then this will go to the next video. But if this is a combined video, then I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, episode 6 had issues. We'll try again with episode 7 and hope that the video doesn't decide to stop itself. But alas, here we are. This is the episode 7 reaction, and if I did choose to separate the videos and you are seeing this show up first in my 3-part series, please make sure to see my episode 6 thoughts, which weren't a lot, but they're there since the reaction deleted itself. So, this is the episode 7 reaction, and the title of this episode is File Meadow Sara. So we are going to now be getting the backstory of Sara, another one of the girls who is part of our spy group. And we're going to go ahead and get this started. So let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. Oh damn, she wasn't cut out for this at all. Again, I gotta say though, I don't know why y'all will come in something like this expecting money because your lives are gonna be pretty short. You know, I like how they put during the pre-impossible mission training because they even know they fucked up. I saw it in the last episode for the subtitles, but didn't really process it. They know they messed the story up. They did just say they're gonna blow this man's whole room up. Oh my goodness. I mean, listen. Damn. Because y'all had already messed this whole place up. Like, good gracious. And because I'm having issues, guys, I'm just gonna, during the opening and the ending credits for this video, I'm gonna check the camera to make sure it's still recording. And yes, we are still recording. Yay! Hopefully it won't fail again. All right, so far in the little bit that we've gotten, Sara should not have been in this life whatsoever. She has no plans, you know, unlike what we just had with Sybilla, where she wants to make it so that children don't have to go through the same future, well, go through the same set of circumstances that she did and her family members did, you know, which was the other kids in the orphanage. For Sara, she just her family's restaurant burned down, and she's trying to make some money so that she could help her parents out. And unfortunately, she's just in the completely wrong profession. And again, I've said this now 3 times. I don't know why they joined this profession for money because, sure, you'll get the money if you actually live long enough for it, but most of you won't live long enough to see that money. So, yeah. But we'll see how this plays out. Also, she doesn't like out of all the girls, she'd be the weirdest one holding a gun. So, oh, poor girl, poor her. Hey, I'm glad that you're at least thinking about that fact. Yeah, that man is like pretty much just toying with y'all. A whole ghost earner. Okay, I'm sure you did. Oh hell. I ain't gonna lie. That's when I would have been way out. I would have been way out left field, completely gone on the other side of on the other side of the city by that point. Would never have stayed in the mansion. Damn. Yeah, it's not that serious. It's just a play bite. Oh, goodness. He took a nice good chunk. That man knows everything at every time. He is 15 to 20 steps ahead before y'all even start thinking. Damn, to think how good he was being part of Inferno when literally he was the lowest level spy. But then again, it makes sense because of his age. Uh, hmm. Hey, that doesn't exactly mean you're the weakest person, though. Damn, she just shoots herself down so badly because of the comment. Oh, I mean, they told her to remember her place. That's what happened. Watch him say something tomorrow. This girl. Ah. What the hell are you dreaming about, girl? Wake up! Who doing it? Close. Sure is. Look, when they're not blowing up the mansion to try to get you. Or are y'all now? Okay. Bruh! Let me head to the store real quick. And in an hour, they'll be ready to try to blow him up again. Oh! Damn. Damn! Well, never mind. That went from an hour to 10 minutes. Why is Greta Older just like, I'm just participating because I have to? It's going to be something to help Sara out. Yeah, he's about to do something to help her out. Yep. To mend the door. Yep. Yep. Indirectly helping. Which means blowing up whole rooms is out of the question. Damn. Bro, how you do that best in 20 seconds? Stop playing games. That man already had a door just come from the top. As a winter bruh. Ain't no way. Yes, let's just say it right in front of him. That makes a whole lot of sense. Oh my goodness. I swear, Lily is a joy. Yep. Oh my goodness, stop. Wait, but it's still gonna be half though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stop the foolishness. Bruh, Lily getting used to being tortured too. Exactly, and of course he was lying, and you believed it. Get your ass off the ground. Oh, hell. Oh, look at her go. It's gonna literally cost him negative time. This shit don't make no sense how badly everything backfires on all in this place. Ain't no fucking way. Gritty! Nothing! Not one bit. Not one bit. Oh, hell. Trust me, she got this figured out. That man got the professional wiper. Professional squeegee. Okay. I still feel like this is all moving relatively slow. It's definitely beneficial so they don't have to keep going back down. But this man still has the device that's going to make him go faster. But it was smart. Yeah, it was smart thinking from her, though. And in the end, all this is being done to help her since she's been doing all the work, so. It's all coming together. Yeah. Yeah. He cooked all up Biddy steak. Thanks for being the first one to stick up for her, Arnie. That was nice. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Nah. It would make sense if you'd be a big animal lover, so. I agree. Very one sided. Yeah. Damn. My man got caught. Damn. Finally, somebody got it. Shoot, y'all should take advantage of the fact the dog got his hand. Okay. First, I'm going to make sure the video actually still recorded, and then I got a few thoughts here. And yes, the video is recording, so I don't know why the video just turned itself off. I'm going to have to retire this device eventually. This isn't the first rodeo that I've had. Back when I first started reactions, I had all levels of issues with this device, and now I don't know what's going on anymore. Wait, so it's flashed back now to after the incident? Wait, what in the hell? Serpent. Okay. Okay. Well, I had some comments, and now I have even more comments. So, first, let's go ahead and just get the episode itself out the way. And again, thanks for bearing in there with me. I don't know what's going on with my device, but it looks like everything's fine. All right. So, Sara. Sara's cool. As far as if I feel in a life or death mission situation like this, if really she should be with this group, the answer is no. From an individual story standpoint, similar to Sybilla, I do like the way that they presented her, and I feel in any other situation, I would be fully on board with her. Obviously, she has a very kind heart. She makes sure to repair everything that is left in the wake of the destruction that is always caused by the girls as they're trying to get it close. And I really like how he tried to help her out with getting them to just basically be more helpful and just assist each other more in the various tasks that they would have to go through on top of brain farting here. On top of just basically trying to prepare for the mission. And the brain fart that I'm having here is just, I just find it very difficult trying to really figure out really where we're trying to go with all of this. Because, I'm in agreement with the statement that was made about the fact that in 2 weeks, we have a life or death mission happening, the impossible mission, this grand scheme, just do or die situation, as we've been talking about. And this is the problem with this show. I genuinely think that I'm just confused with what they wanted to do. Did they want this to be a lighthearted spy show that has some serious elements, or did they want us to truly treat this as a life or death situation? Even in episode 1, when we saw everything that transpired, we saw the interaction between Lily and Klaus, we saw her try to take him out because she wanted a better future for the girls, and she didn't want them to have any part. Even then, while I knew this would have some light moments, I felt that this was definitely going to have a much darker tone more consistently. And it looks like now we're about to take that darker tone direction as we move into episode 8. And it looks like the title of that episode is Mission Daughter Dearest. So we are getting another mission. So there we go. And I do think that that's the only way they can really proceed. They've already shot the shit with where they really wanted to go with this show. So at this point, you might as well stay consistent, and instead of us continuing flashbacks and continuing trying to really build, the rest of the girls, they decided that we're just going to move on with another mission. And it looks like now we've actually flashed back 2 weeks later after he's killed his mentor, and again, the one that led Inferno, and now we understand that Serpent is the actual spy group from the Empire, from the ones that they are opposing. It's clear that we're trying to get back on some level of track with the story, but again, if I felt that I feel any of us going back to flashbacks with the girls now really meant anything in the grand scheme of things, the answer is no, I don't. So I like the individual stories. I like Sara. I really like Sybilla. I like Erna. I actually really love Erna. I love Lily. Lily remains my number one character. I like the girls, but it's just hard to really get a gauge of where we really want to go and end with all this. And that is at the heart of my reactions and the way that I try to rate these shows. That's really what determines a pass or fail. I'm actually relatively lenient when it comes to pass or fail when in comparison to some of my other friends that are very big sticklers on that type of thing. As long as the show executes its root principle, it sets out a clear, defined plot, even if it's a mystery type plot or whatever the circumstance is, as long as we are moving in a direction that they set out to achieve to us, and it's very clearly defined where they're trying to go. Even if they don't execute it the best, I can still give a 6 passing score. I struggle now because I just don't know where we want to go. I just really, really don't. And I guess we'll find out now that we have a new mission that's coming up. So that's all I'm going to say here. We got one more episode as part of this 3-part series to go. And, maybe it was for better or worse that the first episode reaction cut out. But I'm going to go ahead and get episode 8 set up. And again, throughout this, guys, those of you that are still watching it, feel free to let me know what you guys think. How are you feeling about it? Do you think the 6 and 5s that the show is getting is warranted? Do you think that we're all just being a little too harsh on this? Let me know what you think. But let me go ahead and get episode 8 set up. It'll be a split second for y'all, or if I am separating it, just watch it in the following video, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright guys, I am back, and it's been about 2 hours since I recorded episode 7 because I really wanted to just sit and think about, how I felt about the first 2 episodes I've watched since my episode 5 reaction. Episode 6 with Sybilla, I think that it was a pretty decent episode, and it definitely gave a lot more personality and weight to Sybilla's character and what she's fighting for. And I do feel that it did contribute. Again, same issues I've been expressing all season, but it did contribute. With Sara, I don't know how I feel, and I actually do agree that given the situation and the environment that they're in, being that these were episodes pre-Impossible Mission, I love, I enjoy, I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. I feel compassion for her situation, but I do believe she's in the wrong profession. And I believe, given the direness of the mission they're about to go on, where every action and every second counts, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. But we're going to watch this episode, and then I'm going to talk to you about some of the things I was thinking about at the end of this reaction, as long as the reaction holds together, which I'll still be checking this episode too. So let's go ahead and jump straight in. Again, if you are joining me, or if I've decided to split the video 3 ways, and I'm posting each of these separately, please make sure to go watch my episode 6 and episode 7 thoughts videos to know how I'm thinking before you watch this one. This is the final reaction of my 3-part return to the show. So this is episode 8. We are apparently starting a new mission, and we are now going to take us back to present day. So we are now done with the impossible mission, and the title of this is Mission Daughter Dearest 1, and it looks like this is what's going to carry us for the remainder of this show's run. So let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. Damn. Damn, he wrote a note and went out the window. Was someone after him? What exactly happened? Oh, it was another spy. Oh no, so they are being killed. I mean, you're not getting him. So he's from the Empire, and they're taking out the... Okay. So you about to mess with the wrong dude, my dude. That's right, and they were on a break for 10 days. A whole damn lie. Yeah, that's a lie. They are definitely here and present and accounted for. Yeah. Like, he already knew what the fuck y'all were up to. Like, donkeys. Damn. You tied them up. I swear. And you telling me that they were able to take on that big mission that just transpired. Alright. Right, they're an actual team now, yeah. Bruh. Homie said, yeah, y'all ain't there. I took care of all of this. Come on now. There were no surprises there, though. Y'all shouldn't even have been surprised. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about how I'm feeling right now when we get to the end of this. But of course, let me make sure this damn thing is recording. And it is recording. Outstanding. All right. Let's see what they got for us now. No, they weren't even ready for the last mission, yet they found a way to pull that off. Damn. Read the mission in 5 seconds. Like, this man has an absolutely unrealistic ability of being able to ascertain that information. And Greta is just our tea lady. I mean, I don't know. Oh. I see. Well. Yo! Yo, this man called. Yo. He's still there! No, it's not. Yo. Oh, shit. Hey, you got to see my girl, though, so it is what it is. Oh. Nani? Yeah, why is there something floating around my head? We trust nothing in this household. What in the world? Baby! All right, from what we saw at the start of the episode. Hold on one moment, y'all. Really struggling with this reaction. There's been something floating over my head, like something's on me. Oh, so 2 impossible missions now. Hey, at least he recognizes that even they're not ready. Not even close. But I get them too. If you leave them by themselves, they'll probably just be killed right here in the mansion. Y'all haven't even remotely truly improved from the second episode, if I'm being honest, but Ryan, be quiet. Yeah, that dying part is just the part that we can't guarantee, especially at our current skill level. Yo, Lily, I'm with you, but so magnificent's gonna be our word for the rest of the show. Yeah, because he already know because they already said they have your personal intel, so you're just gonna be bait. That man just bold. I thought so too. Please don't take the character that I have the most attachment to away from me. Now I won't have much left. And leaving her again when clearly the bait has already failed. Why would we leave? That's not even smart even for you. That's actually yeah. I just my pops. Wait, unless it's another person in disguise. Which it probably oh fuck me. Yep. Ha! Wait. Oh, shit. Hey, even got me. I'll give him that. Hey, I'll give him that. Of course. Damn. Got me for a moment there. Got me for a moment there. See, that's the grade I knew she probably would be. 465 days ago. Ha! But I swear, y'all just too slow. Yeah, figures as much. Mm, I agree. However, you're gonna eventually have to get over that part, though. Otherwise, there's no point in all of y'all being together. So, daily and semi-daily postmortems. Oh shit! Hit the question right on the head. Oh, and she does. I mean, this was pretty clear as day all the way back to after the incident happened. So we have a case of love, Greta being great, a whole other assassination plot underway. It's a wild episode. Shit, Greta! Damn! We found out my girl! Oh, that girl dead serious about her love, too. Absolutely not. Like, yo. And this is where the other Miku is starting to come out now for sure. Four strongest members, eh? Okay. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so, I'm going to talk about this a little once the credits finish running, of course, because I love this particular credits. But, again, I'm glad I waited until the end of this episode before I gave my thoughts of how the last 3 episodes went. So, yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment, though. I should probably make sure this damn thing is recording. Yes, it was. Miracles. Okay, so, it's funny. The 3 videos has been the tale of 3 different emotions that I've had about watching episodes 6, 7, and 8. So, I'm going to try to keep this as concise as possible. I'll probably rewatch the entire season from beginning to end because, again, I had been away from the show for almost a month due to my trip and work. So I came back into 6, 7, and 8 with, the bare of what I remembered from the first 5 episodes. So I will rewatch this again. But Here's how I'm feeling, guys. So, first off, this episode has proven what I've been waiting for the entire show, that Greta would definitely become my best girl in one way or another. She has definitely proven herself to be, at bare minimum, a de facto leader, for sure. Her ability of evaluating the environment around her, the situation at hand, the tasks that are at hand, and understanding that in this environment they have to think pretty much on their feet within a millisecond, because that's pretty much how fast this man operates, and that's how. And remember, this is just his test that he's been giving them. And the other empire and their spies and their assassins, they're operating even faster. So you're going to need someone who can really move really fast. Now, I love the dedication to the girls and the comic relief, of course, that Lily presents. And because I have felt that that's who I've had the most attachment to, and that we've all gotten the most attachment to out of any of the other girls up to this point, I really enjoyed that. But this episode is now starting to break us to the girl that I've been wanting. And if you guys remember my earlier reactions to this show, Greta was the one that I wanted to, partially because of Miku being the one that is the voice actor for her, and the fact that she voice acts the other Miku, as everyone remembers. But just, the fact that she gave that demeanor off of someone who definitely could be leader quality, or at least second in command. But what she proved here is, in a way, she kind of has first in command when she comes to her ability to perceive a situation and create a scenario and a plan of action, and which she made very quickly. And they realize when they don't tell Lily that plan of action, it all comes together. Shit, it even fooled me. I actually legitimately thought for a good moment that Lily actually got blasted in the middle of his other mission to capture the damn spy. So, and that's one thing that's been unique about this show, is where we've had these different elements that have been playing, but it's been more of a curse than a blessing. And so that brings me to my overall thought of Spy Classroom and where things went wrong. I really feel there was just a much better way to write the first impossible mission. And even though I know that the ultimate defense is going to be Erna would have had to be introduced differently if they were to have written the impossible mission differently, that may be less a storyboarding issue and more of a story issue itself. In a normal situation, and even before I started this episode, I was going to sit here before you guys and say, this is a storyboarding issue. They could have reordered this in a way that it would have made a lot more sense. But I think this is just how the story was written. And if that truly is the case, and again, for anyone who might watch this later, for any of you source material individuals, feel free to let me know. Actually, is this a original? This isn't an original, right? Hold on real quick. I just want to make sure this isn't an original. Source light novel. Okay, no, this is not an original. Okay, so yeah, for all of you source individuals, for the light novel, please correct me, if I'm wrong, but I think that it was just bad writing. I think that the entirety of the first impossible mission was awful writing. I think that we had no real way to get attached. Giving us these character files after the first impossible mission was completed was a complete disservice to those characters and to us being able to build any camaraderie with our girls at the end of it. And again, as someone who likes these shows with heavy female plot points, and heavy female presence and plot points, and females being the mains of everything, I want more. I love the fact that we get the fan servicey side of things. Obviously, we were showcasing Lily. We got to see Greta, all bare for everyone to see, and she was absolutely beautiful. I completely agree with his comment that he made. But we're at a point now where it takes more than that to make a good show. And if we're going to ride this train, we've had plenty of shows that have had, heavy female elements. Licorico. Right now, The Magical Revolution, which might I know, guys, go watch it. Amazing show that's running this season. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely in love with the show. I mean, shoot, we even had Prima Doll, which Prima Doll had significant story issues, but it still managed to hold it together in the end to where I did feel emotional connections throughout. Is it bad for me to say that this is the first time that I actually legitimately got excited at really much of anything? When, you know, the whole multiple, the multiple basically clones, and I'm saying clones, I'm kind of mixing up my words here, but the disguises, the multiple disguises that was going on, the fake injury, keeping Lily out of it, just working plots against each other to try to get him, even though they did fail. I thought that was relatively well. I enjoyed that part. It feels like we're finally getting back to real training, that real in-world practical training that will get them ready for the missions that are ahead. I don't feel that any of the things that were really happening a lot during the character files in the First Impossible Mission 1 really was getting us anywhere closer to getting these girls ready. These girls are not ready. They're still not ready, but we've at least had one gem that has come out amongst the rest, and that girl is none other than Greta. So I'm very happy to see that. I'm glad to see Miku Ito shine. I'm glad to see the other Miku at play here. And, you know, there's hope. This show, unfortunately, will not get higher than a 6. So I want to go ahead and set the precedent here right now because of the inherent flaws that exist with this show and the fact that they completely bombed the First Impossible Mission. The highest the show can get is probably going to be a 6. Because to give it a 7 and above, there are other shows that I might be giving a 7 to that just execute their plots far better than this one has. And that is saying even if they manage to get this second arc perfectly, which they're not. I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to get it perfect because the writer has clearly shown that they have some serious issues when it comes to actually writing a cohesive plot. But this was nice. This was a good episode, and it was a great way to end off my 3-part reaction series. I'm very sorry I had to step off screen several times. There was a fuzzy that was kind of going all over. I don't even know if it's going to show up on the video or not. I kept fell on my nose, fell behind my head. I don't know what was going on. I had to keep rubbing it off. So sorry about that. It was very interesting trying to get this reaction together. Again, episode 6 completely fell apart. The video just stopped midway. Episode 7 was fine. And then this episode, I was just all a mess myself. But we're going to push to the end. I'm going to push to the end. For the few of you who were watching the reaction before you know, were enjoying the reactions, or for those of you who are still not giving up on the show, I do want to say let's not 100% give up. This show clearly has shown it's not going to be getting in the top 10 this season by any means of the draw, but it's showing that if they can keep focused at this point and just incorporate building of the other girls into the future mission that looks like this mission is going to probably take up the rest of this season, then maybe, just maybe, we can end this show on a passing mark. When I started this video, the show was failing. I was going to say 4.5 to 5. Show was failing. This episode was fine, so it's back to a 6. And it's probably going to float that way. So we'll see how it all plays out. But with that said, that wraps up this reaction. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And a big welcome back to those of you who were watching the reaction and I told I was not coming back with. I hope you did enjoy it for what it's worth. If you did like the video reaction, please consider liking the video or all 3 videos if I choose to separate it. And subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I will see all of you again next Thursday for the next episode, episode 9 of Spy Classroom. And until that time, catch you later.